Did you know that some UK cities are deteriorating faster than ever? And it's not just a few potholes or empty shops we're talking about. In certain areas, life expectancy is now lower than in parts of war-torn nations. Schools are shutting down, mental health crises are surging, and job opportunities are drying up completely. Shockingly, 5 out of England's 10 most deprived towns are in the north. One city on this list even holds the record for the highest child poverty rate in the UK. What's driving this urban decline? Years of neglect, poor policy decisions, or is there something deeper happening? While cities like London and Manchester continue to grow, others are being left behind, literally falling apart. This video uncovers the 6 UK cities collapsing the fastest in 2025. What you'll see isn't just a tale of failing buildings, it's a wake-up call about forgotten communities and stolen futures. Let's begin. Number 6. Bradford. Bradford is one of the UK's youngest cities, with nearly a third of its population under 20. That should mean energy and promise, right? Instead, Bradford faces a harsh reality: entrenched poverty, crumbling infrastructure, and high youth unemployment. Despite its rich cultural heritage and being named the UK City of Culture for 2025, much of the city still struggles with overcrowded housing, underfunded schools, and limited economic opportunities. Reports show that many parts of Bradford rank among the most deprived in England. Critics worry that without deep, lasting investment, even the City of Culture title may only provide temporary relief. A city full of potential but no clear direction, and the clock is ticking. Number 5. Hull. Once a powerhouse of trade and fishing, Kingston upon Hull has been battling economic decline for decades. In 2025, Hull continues to face high unemployment, digital exclusion, and widespread poverty. A third of the city's children are growing up below the poverty line. Many neighbourhoods remain run down, despite various regeneration projects. Hull's people are famously resilient, but they're being let down by broken promises and long-term policy failure. This isn't just economic decay, it's a slow erosion of pride and purpose. If you're from Hull or know someone living there, share your experience in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. Number 4. Sunderland. In Sunderland, you don't just see the decline, you feel it. Once a proud shipbuilding giant, today many of its streets echo with silence. Sunderland has one of the lowest broadband access rates in urban England. Job prospects are slim, and food banks have become part of daily life for many. Despite efforts to attract tech investment, the city still suffers from poor public services and struggling schools. What's most heartbreaking? The quietness. Sunderland's collapse isn't dramatic, it's slow, invisible, and ignored. Number 3. Stoke-on-Trent. Known globally as the Potteries, Stoke-on-Trent was once the pride of British ceramics. But the kilns have cooled and the jobs have vanished. In 2025, Stoke faces some of England's lowest social mobility rates. Healthcare access is limited, mental health issues are growing, and poverty persists across many communities. There's local spirit here, artists, volunteers, grassroots movements. But the gap between what Stoke once was and what it's become is still painfully wide. Number 2. Middlesbrough. Walk through Middlesbrough, and you'll witness the long-term impact of neglect. Once an industrial powerhouse, the town now tops the charts for child poverty and ranks among the lowest in well-being and life expectancy. In some areas, life expectancy is nearly 10 years below the UK average. Despite attempts to revive the town with tech investments and development zones, the benefits often miss the people who need them most. Addiction, homelessness, and a lack of opportunity paint a grim picture, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Number 1. Blackpool. And finally Blackpool, once the beating heart of British holidays, now a symbol of urban decline. Behind the neon lights and arcade music lies a town in crisis. Life expectancy for men in some areas is as low as 68 years. The town also holds the unfortunate title of highest child deprivation rate in the UK. Seasonal jobs, poor housing, addiction and underfunded services have left entire communities with nowhere to turn. Even with recent regeneration efforts, the deeper problems remain untouched. Blackpool isn't just declining, it's crying out for help. And so far, that cry has been largely ignored. Let's take a moment to look back at the 6 cities we've explored, each with its own story, yet bound by a common thread of decline. Bradford, the UK's youngest city, faces a future clouded by high unemployment and deep-seated deprivation, where hope often struggles to take root. Hull, once a powerhouse port, still battles the scars of lost industry, with too many families trapped in cycles of joblessness and low wages. In Sunderland, the collapse has been quieter but just as painful. Its shipyards gone, leaving behind a city searching for new purpose amid fading prospects. Stoke-on-Trent, known for its rich pottery heritage, now faces the fallout of deindustrialization, with boarded-up shops and struggling communities marking its streets. Middlesbrough stands out for its alarmingly high child poverty rates, a stark reminder of how economic hardship can define a generation's chances. And Blackpool, the former holiday capital, now symbolizes a deeper crisis, where deprivation, poor health and broken infrastructure have left many feeling abandoned. Together, these cities paint a sobering picture of urban decline in the UK, a challenge that goes far beyond crumbling buildings and empty high streets. It's about lives in limbo and futures at risk. But as we've seen, decline is not destiny. So what comes next? Let's reflect on that in our closing thoughts. 6 cities, 6 different stories. But one uncomfortable truth: urban collapse in the UK is real, and it's hurting real people. This isn't just about failing buildings, it's about kids with no future, families stuck in poverty, and communities doing their best with what little they've got. But collapse isn't inevitable. Across every city on this list, there are people fighting back: teachers, volunteers, youth leaders, small businesses. The question is, will the rest of us listen before it's too late? If this video made you look at UK cities differently, let us know in the comments. Have you lived in one of these towns? Are things getting better or worse? We read every response. And don't forget to subscribe to Our.Daily.Trends for more in-depth, eye-opening stories about life in the UK and beyond. Stay informed, stay safe, and see you in the next one.